Howdy cats and kittens, this is Jim Heath, aka the Reverend Horton Heat, and we're here on a KCR secret session. Tell you what, it's hard to beat the Chicago style hot dogs where they put a pickle and mustard, relish, onions. You know, when we do a 4th of July thing, we'll do Nathan's hot dogs But my wife, she gets crazy. She'll get all sorts of different types of stuff. You know, she'll get these kind of like not vegetarian hot dogs necessarily, but maybe like turkey hot dogs or whatever. Well, you know, I started out being a blues kid. I liked blues a lot, and that's what I was learning. And then I ended up being in rock bands. You know, when you're a 15-year-old kid, there's not many other guys that wanted to play blues, you know, but so my first band was a 50s band that I got into, but I wasn't very good, and then I was in rock bands and all sorts of different stuff, so I guess, you know, just bouncing around with bands that could actually play gigs and make money, I had to learn the versatility part of it. So, you know, that's kind of had to be that way in Texas, you know, like even in Texas in the 70s, even rock bands had to play the Cotton Eye Joe and the Schottish and certain country songs, even at a rock and roll show. It was kind of crazy, you know, so, you know, but you know, just kind of adapting, and I developed my style for one thing, I've been around so long that I pick up concepts. One thing about my guitar thing is that I like to try to find a concept rather than just learn a bunch of licks. So some of my concepts I've developed on my own that I don't really know of that many people that do it like I do it. And some of them are concepts that I totally learned from some of the best pickers. You know, Chet Atkins using open strings in the middle of scales. It's mind blowing. It's so cool, you know. So that mixed with the idea that I'm in a 3-piece band, so I had to play kind of fuller, you know. So instead of being able to just haul off and play a lot of, you know, if I just go instantly into playing single note lines, then I still do that some, but the bottom falls out because there's no more rhythm guitar. You know, so I had to kind of try to play a little bit fuller, you know, so I do the alternating bass while I'm finger picking a lot, you know, so I'm kind of doing two things at once in that respect. I'll do that some, and but you know, by being around for so long, you know, I just figure out how to make it full. And I don't know, the most Texas thing about me personally, there's a lot of stuff because, you know, me and Jimbo's dads both were in the oil and gas industry, which is a big thing in Texas, you know, so that shaped my life a lot. You know, a lot of people in Texas are like that, but I think musically it was just you know, these little towns all over Texas, there's not much else to do. You either play football or you play guitar. You know? Right. If you're a guy. Football or a guitar, you know. And so, you know, you had a record player at the house. The TV only had 3 channels. All there was to do was play guitar, you know. Yeah. So that's, you know, so I've been blessed, you know, to be able to, you know, get to know, you know, some of my heroes, Billy Gibbons, Stevie Ray Vaughan, you know, and get to see a lot of great players from down there, and then there's a cross section of everything, you know, blues, country, rock and roll. What a lot of people don't realize about where I grew up in South Texas is a giant heavy metal thing. Giant. Yeah, all the heavy metal bands, like a lot of them will go play San Antonio and Corpus Christi and not even play Dallas or Austin. Really? Yeah, because it's just so over the top huge in South Texas. So that was a big deal. Well, the thing about it is after you played these songs so many times that sometimes my mind can kind of wander off to right, yeah, I need to go to CVS tomorrow or something, but in general, what I do is I try. I can do it, but I don't like to. I need to stay focused on the task at hand, and so. And I'm having to cover a lot of bases. I'm the singer, and then a lot of my stuff I'm doing a little bass thing and a higher thing at the same time. So I'm kind of juggling 3 things at once sometimes. So I need to be, I need to pay attention. So. Well, I'm influenced more by the 50s when artists made singles.
Right.
And but so the concept album is not really my thing. So but for some reason there's kind of a thread throughout this album of positivity that I really like. A lot of my songs in the past could get kind of dark, and this one it's pretty positive, and it's that kind of thread is moving through the album. That it's really nice, and a song called Sunrise Through the Power Lines, and then Whole New Life, and so the front of the album is all yellow like the sun and positive, bright and sunny, but not every song is, there's some sadness in some of the songs, and but that's kind of something that is kind of nice, it's kind of nice. I don't know, it'd be pretty cool to walk around with a big old tiger on a leash. Walk around like, hey, screw your pit bull dog, look what I got. or well, I don't know if they have a cassowary. One of my favorite animals is a cassowary. It's an Australian bird that's a little bit like a cross between an ostrich and a dinosaur. They're actually the closest thing to dinosaurs that exist on the planet, and they're really deadly. They're really dangerous, and they have these really pretty eyes, and they blink at you, and they'll come stand right next to you, and they look really intelligent, right there in the cage. But they tell you, they go, if you were to go in that cage, he would disembowel you within 10 seconds. You'd be dead. Yeah, which is hurt on your way. That's a tough one. Because I love Whataburger, and so we'll see. Whataburger started in Corpus Christi, and the family that started it still own it today. I used to go to school with the guy, and play Little League with him, and they went to our church, and so Whataburger. I'm used to Whataburger. I love it. So usually, I think I would say Whataburger. The thing is In-N-Out, there's certain things about it you can't beat. One thing is the service, the cleanliness of the restaurant, and the overall experience is hard to beat. So no, it's a big thing now. We just started getting In-N-Out in Texas about 5 years ago, maybe. We didn't have them until then, and it's a big deal. Yeah, those fries are great.